Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard, sitting here continuing our playthrough of John Tiller's ACW series game, Campaign Chickamauga. We're doing one of the full campaigns. We're playing the Perryville battle, which is one of the first battles, and we are stepping into turn 4, and as I promised, I'm not going to bore you with having to sit and watch through the AI turns, but I am going to tell you what happened. So, turn 4. What happened in turn 3? Well, if we remember, we were had a little bit of an issue up here at the Yankee house. This Texas Cavalry came up and really just sped right for me and just launched an assault, and my troops held. They didn't do anything last turn. They just kind of sat there and shot at me. They didn't try to launch another assault. Of course, I've got 552 guys there. They probably got roughly equal forces. But since I wasn't disrupted, probably not a good idea to charge. But they have been moving up quite a bit. There's probably, well, that's a full brigade right there. This is probably, I mean, they've got at least 3 or 4 brigades following up the Texas Cavalry. And they're kind of going right for this hole between 33rd and 28th Brigade. Of course, I'm trying to get, who is that? That's the 34th Brigade up there to plug that hole. I don't know if they're going to give me the chance to or not. Not much artillery up here. There's a couple sporadic guns. I think there's one battery here. And what he is doing is he's moving a bunch of guns up here. So I don't know if they're going to shift towards the Gibson house or if they're going to push towards the Yankee house. And remember when I was saying that they're probably going to be pushing up there's some artillery, up the Squire Bottom Road? Yeah, they came over the Squire Bottom Road in force. So there's probably at least one brigade there, and we can see back here a couple follow-on elements, and they've got some cover with some artillery back here. Probably guessing there's another 2 or 3 brigades in here somewhere. Really, that's the only action. I mean, we saw them starting to move these guns up this road, but I don't know what they're going to do with them. Of course, none of my other troops have been released yet. We're still pretty much focusing on all these troops up here. So that's kind of the highlight of what they did during their turn. So let's go ahead and jump into my turn. It's the hard house. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start up here again. Type bite-sized chunks. Taking bite-sized chunks. Let's go ahead and do my artillery first. He's got no sight. He does. And select the unit. Oh, and I found a way to turn the volume down, so hopefully the volume won't be blown. Okay, maybe I didn't turn down the sound on this. But there is an easy way to do that. It is sound mixture, campaign gain. Let's go ahead and jack it down to about 20%. Yeah, that's fine enough. All right. There we go. Hopefully that'll keep us from blowing our eardrums out. Okay, so we got 2 guns there. Whoops. Select the unit, Devin. Yeah, alright. So, sounds much better. 35 men, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and give these guys canister. That's pretty good casualties. They can't see anybody. Go ahead and put fire into them. Keep these guys back here in reserve. None of my troops have ran away yet, surprisingly enough. That's good firepower we're putting into them. Good casualties we're inflicting on them. So that's pretty much all of 33rd Brigade. Now let's get 34th Brigade moving. Let's go ahead and cross them across the river. Probably should have put them into line formation before that, but that's fine. Here, keep going. Where do we want to plug the hole first? Let's plug the hole right here first. Casualties back and forth. They came out on the worst end of that. Oh, rebel artillery. Oh, 1 man. We can live with that. All right, so let's get the rest of these guys. I don't think I'm going to have enough 5 movement points. Okay, it is enough to put them into into line. So let's go ahead. 6 movement points. Not going to be able to get across the river. Let's take artillery. Move them up. Okay, that's good for them. That's the 28th Brigade. Again, let's start with the artillery. Again, let's select the artillery. Let's see, these guys just keep putting fire up there. Oh, not facing target. Do I want to rotate them? I already got these 2 batteries. Yeah, let's go ahead and rotate these guys. Can't fire with them this turn, but that's okay. Benton Road. Long range artillery fire on their guns. If we make sure to select it. There we go there. Range of weapon exceeded by 1 hex. Ah! That's not good. Can I hit there? Nope. Ah, they're 1 hex out of range. Not bad play, computer. All right, let's see. So the infantry from the 28th. Just go ahead and keep pouring fire at the coming Rebs. Because there's a lot of them out there. Not facing target. Facing those guys. Hit them. Oh, can't see. That's all. That's blocking. Oh, not facing. Let's keep those guys facing down towards the Gibson house. I think that's it for them. What's the next one we got? 9th Brigade. Don't think the 9th Brigade. The guns do have sight on some stuff. Light harassing fire at him. What about this gun? Yep, we can put fire on the Maxville Pike. Those Rebs coming down the road there. And again, it's just my personal preference to go through my artillery first before I go back. That's all going to be out of range. Probably not going to be in range, but it's just my personal preference. I go with artillery before I do my infantry, and that's not a hard, fast rule. Sometimes I'll do infantry first, but generally... Oh, I was about to sneeze and I caught myself again. Allergy season in Seattle. Not lovely. Keep fire. And the red guys, that's the 17th Brigade. These poor guys have only got 1 battery. Well, they've got 6 guns, but it's in 1 location. So I guess it's not as bad. I mean, all the other brigades have 4 to 6 guns as well. But they're broken up. So let's go ahead and pour fire. That's the only... Ooh, 67. We like that. However, there's a lot of opportunity in return fire we're going to face. Yeah, they're getting beat up pretty bad. All right, that is pretty much everybody. These guys haven't been released yet, so that's pretty much everybody's flipped through. We got the Corps Commander way in the back. And who are those guys? Some, yeah, like 300 men in the back. I don't think I wanted to do anything with them. Supply wagon. They're fine. That's division commander. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Flip through next. No big surprises. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I'll let the computer do its turn, and I'll be right back in turn 5. All right, so stepping into the next turn, we got a command report. Units that have been released. The 11th Division under Sherman, and 3 units recovered all fatigue out of 5 units checked. Fortunately, none of my troops have routed away. We're stepping into turn 5, although we did see some Yeah, I think we had that regiment. There may have been another. No, I think that was the only regiment. One of the regiment that was trying to come up Squire Bottom. Yeah, if you can kind of see, they definitely are pushing on the Yankee house, and they're stacked upwards of 4 or 5 deep in some spots, too deep. Uh, just brutalizing each other, shooting back and forth every time one side shot. It was inflicting 10, 20, 30 casualties on the other side, and so I'm really surprised my troops didn't run. We got D quality troops there, C quality, and we're looking at A, B, and C quality on the rebel side. Quality A, eek, quality C, quality B. So yeah, this is developing into a real nasty skirmish around the Yankee house. Again, he's pushing up more troops around the cornfield, and again, he's got here we've got 3 deep. 2 deep brigades, so he's definitely moving up, pushing towards the Gibson house. I don't know if he's going to turn towards the Gibson house or push for the cornfield and then on to try to cross Benton Road. Squire Bottom, he's pushing again, is just trickling brigades up, pushing them through, and his artillery down here actually started shooting at my troops. Now there. Oh, 11th Division, they got released. All right, well, 11th Division is now released, and that's going to be those guys. That's 11th Division. That's 11th Division. Well, let's turn on the... Yeah, okay, so basically these 4 brigades right here. Yeah, these 4 brigades just got released. These guys I'll swing up to support... the troops on the McAville Pike, and these guys I'm just going to march right down this road by the Harmon House, by the Toll House, and straight into friggin' Perryville eventually. Although it's got a couple batteries on that road, so we'll see how that happens. But let's go ahead and start up here at the top, taking nice bite-sized chunks again. Yep, those guys can't see anything, so let's go in with the artillery. Fire away. And let's see, let's put fire on them. Okay. And I could be combining this artillery and the rifle fire together, but actually, let's take a look. Who's the biggest? Who's the worst? Who's the 8th Texas Cavalry? Now, is that kind of cheating? I don't know. Finding out which one's the one I should be shooting. Because in reality, I don't think you'd be able to tell on the battlefield with all the musket fire and everything else. And with weather effects, although I don't think weather's in effect right now. Let's see. Weather forecast, current clear, forecast unchanged. So it's going to be clear regardless. So yeah, just picking on certain units if I know they're stronger than the others, or which ones that are disordered and which ones aren't disordered. I don't know if that's minimizing or taking advantage of. What are your thoughts out there, people? Should I be checking which brigades beforehand by men or undisrupted before I shoot into them or not? All right, so that's basically 33rd. Now we got 34th Brigade. If they're disrupted, they can't assault me. 16. Jesus. Bad casualties. Go ahead and put these here. Now we've got that gap plugged. These into column formation. I shouldn't have crossed them on the river. I wanted to put them down here. Oh well. These guys, we'll do that with these guys. And you don't have the movement to get there. Let's keep pushing these guys up. Where's my commander at for them? That's 10th Division. That's the division. Oh, there he is right there. So right there. Push the guns up. How can the guns see? They can't see anything from back there, so we'll just keep them, I guess, into a reserve. I don't think I want to push them up to the front lines yet. 28th under stark weather. Let's take a look at what our artillery can see. And basically just keep up a line of fire. Nope, can't. I thought I rotated those guys last. Oh, I rotated the infantry. All right, this time let's rotate the guns. There we go, much better. I love it when I do silly, stupid things like that. And put fire on them. I could fire at their artillery, but counter battery fire by this point was still not that great. Let's see, artillery here. Unless he has a bunch of more brigades that he's going to be pushing up the Machiavelli Pike, I probably am not going to be that concerned. Yeah, 60 men. Yeah, that's they've been taking bad casualties. So yeah, these guys, they do have some people they can fire with rifle fire. Let's go here. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. Not facing. Fine. Rotate. And keep the rest of these guys facing towards the Gibson house. And these guys aren't going to have anybody really to shoot at except for maybe these guys. And maybe this regiment here. Oh, artillery fire. Yeah, out of range, so go to the 17th Brigade. One of these days I'll remember what these guys are. 19. So yeah, like I was trying to say earlier, before I got distracted, because squirrel. Being on defense is relatively, I wouldn't say relative, but it's much easier because you just have to sit there and shoot at the bad guys as they come. A little bit harder when you're on the attack. So this probably won't be as exciting of a video as it could have been if I'd have been on the attack. Because, like I said, I'm just kind of sitting here shooting it. I'm playing shooting gallery right now. Let's bring these guys up. Make sure they're limbered. But try to get these guys set up, kind of backing up the 9th. Since they just got released. And now we've got all these three other... Let's see, those are the same brigade. I don't think they're the same brigade. 38th Brigade. Oh, that's 3rd Cavalry. Okay. I wish every once in a while the colors they choose to select next to, similar formations kind of confuses me a little bit. All right, so we need to start moving the 11th Division down the road. Where's the 11th Division Commander? That's the 11th Division Commander, and that's their supply wagon, 400. Woo. All right, so let's go ahead and start moving these guys. Should I put them into line yet? No, let's keep them... rotate them so they're facing the right way. Let's see. Let's bring out... I probably should have started with these guys to form my left flank. 3. Swing these guys. They're already in line formation. Were these guys? Oh, they're already in line formation. Okay. There we go. Let's move the 287 up. We'll have him as Brigade Reserve. Push ahead a little bit better. Okay, let's go ahead and push like that. Let's see. I think I'm still out of range. Yeah, out of range. Let's Let's push him one more hex. Ah, out of movement allowance. Well, that messes up my nice, pretty little lines. All right. My OCD is going to really be bugged about that. All right, these guys, they're already in line. So let's go ahead. Ooh, long-range artillery fire there. Have these guys advance, these two brigades advance in a broad line up to Perryville, and we'll have these guys backing them up as the reserve. Let's see, where's the commander? Oh, he's already in the back already. And where's the commander for these guys? We'll take him, move him into the reserve. And everybody else is still fixed positions. So yeah, there we go. We'll start moving these guys down and hopefully capture Perryville. Well, it looks like most of the southern attention is definitely pointed north towards the Yankee House and Benton Road, and Gibson House and McAville Pike. So yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it here for this episode. And when we come back, we'll be stepping into turn 6 and we'll see what the Rebels did. See ya!